the Andromedans, Andromedan alignment. Greetings, beloved beings upon the earth. We bring forth our light, consciousness, and peace to serve you, and to remind you of the same that exists within your being. We, the Andromedans, come forth and invite you to contemplate, observe, and connect with. We invite you to observe yourself, observe what is happening in your reality, what you are attracting, and what you are repelling. Observe how you feel about your reality/experiences/day-to-day existence. What do you tell yourself and your mind about your existence? What do you feel emotionally about your existence? Are you connected with yourself and with your reality? We, the Andromedans, invite you to accept contemplation that your reality outside of you is born from within you, and is in fact an exact mirror image. Many of you already have this understanding. But when you recognize that your energy, your existence within your physical body is the exact mirror image of your outer reality, and is being projected from within out into your reality, you may begin to wonder why certain experiences are manifesting in your outer reality. You may find it hard to believe that there is anything within you that could manifest something that may cause you pain, suffering, or discomfort. Often the energies within you are wounds, their beliefs, thoughts, and habits, and they are creating so beautifully so many different experiences in your reality. If you access one thought that maybe you feel is causing suffering, you might be surprised how that thought is influencing the way that people treat you. It's influencing the experiences and opportunities that come into your reality. It's influencing the entire world around you. One thought, one belief can create so much, and can impact your reality in such a powerful way. Like a thought, a belief can create a whole story that you experience physically. This is for you to recognize that a thought/belief, even an emotion, a wound, or a block, has so much power over your reality, and can weave a very intricate story, so that there is a mirror image. Imagine, and of course you have so many thoughts and beliefs, and all of them are equally powerful in their impact in your reality. Some of them are battling against each other. You might have a belief that you deserve the best in life. You might also have a belief that you never get what you want. These two beliefs would battle against each other. Sometimes you would be receiving what you want, other times you would not. To some extent, these thoughts would cancel each other out, so that you are simply remaining stuck. Now, if we imagine all your thoughts with such power and impact, that they each create intricate stories in your reality, that you experience physically, truly physically, we can recognize that there is a need. In order to grow spiritually, to ascend, to heal, and to manifest, contemplation is required upon those thoughts. When you begin to contemplate and observe your thoughts, the ones that are causing suffering/pain/discomfort, and you bring them to the light, then others come forward. It's like a train, they all line up to be acknowledged and to be transformed. As you begin this process, it might feel overwhelming, all these thoughts coming forth, as you hold each thought in love, surrounding it in love, and asking, what would you like to transform into? For example, I hate myself might come forth, and you surround it in a bubble of love, and you really allow that love to penetrate, as if it's a liquid light. Then you ask the I hate myself thought/belief, what would you like to transform into to be aligned with the Creator and my soul? It might say, I love myself, or I accept myself, or I am joy, or I believe in myself. Sometimes it might transform into something completely unexpected. Gradually you move through your thought processes, and you begin to feel clearer. You begin to notice that your reality is changing and shifting. You feel safer/more grounded, more connected to the Creator, more able to achieve your spiritual evolution, to progress, and you allow yourself to feel more aligned and more capable. At this time, we, the Andromedans, are sending forth an alignment, an energy beam, with which you may ask to align. When you align with this Andromedan energy beam, it is actually named the alignment Andromedan energy. We will surround you in our Andromedan light of alignment. This will support you, As you observe those thoughts and as you make the transformations, it will heighten and boost your being. We invite you to call upon our energies, to sit in our light, to simply meditate in our light, or maybe to experience it as you go about your daily routine. You can sit in or experience our energy for an entire day or many days, and just observe the thoughts that come to your reality and to your mind, because we will bring forth the ones that no longer serve you. We will support you in this process. We love you, and we thank you. We are the Andromedans. Message from the angels, creating in the eternal flow. My dear friends, we love you so very much. The seasons are turning again in their eternal cycle as your Earth journeys around your Sun, and your Sun journeys through the galaxy. Even your galaxy dances through time and space in a cyclical nature that shifts and changes. It is hard to comprehend the magnitude of your reality, and beyond that, the magnitude of the infinite. Sit for a moment and contemplate the vastness that you are. The deeper spirit within the human you lives in all beings and all things, and extends beyond your known universe and into the infinite, invisible field of potential. The you that you know yourself to be, the human, the body, the personality, even the greater soul, is but a wave upon the ocean of consciousness, and yet by no means are you insignificant. You are part of creation itself, drawing the energy of love from its pure, unadulterated, non-physical potential into beautiful forms. And this, dear ones, matters. Your love matters to the entire universe. Your love matters to the beings who live in dimensions you will not see upon this earth. Your love matters to the animals and plants, and your Mother Earth herself. It is your love that sustains creation itself, and each one of you who participates in any loving act, word, or deed is helping the infinite take shape and form in your reality. Without you, without your desires for something new, better, kinder, more inspiring, creation would stagnate. Put in very practical terms, you bake a batch of cookies. Before you begin, they are thought in your mind, a recipe on paper, in your computer, or in a book. They are a pile of ingredients in your cupboard that were once only a thought in someone else's mind, until they bought the farm, tilled the soil, grew the crops, processed, packaged, and shipped them. You bought them at a store or market. That was once only a thought in someone's mind. So here you stand, infinite potential bursting forth within you as you desire those cookies. You gather the ingredients, read the recipe, mix the dough, put it on trays that were once a thought only in someone's mind, and bake it in an oven that, too, was once only a thought in someone's mind. The culmination of all these thoughts, desires, wishes, and dreams results in the most delicious and mouth-watering experience of love you can imagine in that moment. Bliss. Delight. Love is coming into form. Likewise, you may sit in grief, feeling as if you cannot live again, and yet the force of love and life stirs within you, making you desire and seek comfort, solace, and connection. That stirring of the infinite sea of love is working within to rise up and give you a deeper connection to your dear one. The connection is no longer external, as it is when you are upon the earth. Now you find one another as you, the wave on the ocean, go within, surrender to the ocean of love, and find your dear one waiting for you there. Or, in easier terms, you shut your eyes and focus on breathing, thus soothing yourself and temporarily finding relief from the grief. You allow yourself to relax, if only for a minute or two. In that space of surrendering to love, you will eventually feel their love surrounding and filling you. As you slowly but surely learn to relax into the loving vibration in which they now exist, you will find the connection that cannot be lost. Even in this situation, you have taken what was only a deep desire and longing, and invited more love into your life. In a single moment of breathing and surrendering, your mind calms, your body relaxes, your spirit is soothed, and your dear one in heaven can flow their blissful energy into your earthly reality. There was a time not too many decades ago when even speaking of such things was unthinkable to the masses. Now, a great many of you speak freely about your connection with Spirit. Your world through your willingness to surrender to love is being elevated. So dear ones, as your eternal seasons change, realize that you are important. Your desires are important. No matter what you have done, or not done, no matter what you see, or do not yet see, no matter whether you like the current world conditions, or not, your love matters. It is you, and you one soul, one choice, at a time, that creates the magnificence you all hope to see in the world. One contrast. One desire. Unwilling choice to love. This is how you change your reality, personally, globally, and for generations to come. God bless you. We love you so very much. The Angels. Ecliptic proportion. The great solar imprint of 2024 comes to a fullness of time within its totality of self. Last year on April 8, 2024, Earth went through an unprecedented event of ecliptic proportion. We as a planet were ushered into a doorway of metamorphosis laced with pathways to many places of divergences within self, thought, and upcoming personal and planetary choices. That initiatory eclipse doorway escorted us into the fork in the cosmic road, a place of choice within and without circumstance. As we come forth into a placement of completion and totality in April 2025, we enter through a pair of mirror eclipses. We all know we are coming to a juncture of self, and in that placement there is hesitation. Change calls to us from the Siren's rock. We do not understand, nor remember ever standing in this dimensional doorway of choice. An assignation of enlightenment that does not lead to the inner witness, or inner self, is birthed, creating a place of deed in thought, ideal, and future. We are coming full circle into the eclipse within the eclipses. Eclipses are all about hidden aspects of the world, of self, of secrets beyond knowing. Eclipses ask us to walk into a space of shadow, a place of deciding who and what we are, and who and what we are not, a place of inner seeing and inner freedom. We all yearn for what will put spring in our step and our hearts. We hope to finally bloom towards our inner dreams that still seek to be realized. Within us we hold a yellow seed of hope, like the sacred kernel of corn itself. We are all singular of unity, even though we are cosmic of connection. We are literally quantum entanglement times a million, because that's how many thoughts we have a day, staying at this time threshold, between here and there, between the future and the past, flirting with the now. This spring solstice, may each one of your hearts be filled with a basket full of living hope that goes beyond any seasonal celebration. We are all beautiful flowers that live within the beautiful Hawaiian word, mahalo. We live within the lay of the land, the lay of life, and the lay of the heart. We are each instruments within the soul of life, singing our own private song, playing our instrument of light. Can we trust what we hear with our ears? Can we trust what we see with our eyes? Do we even trust what we feel with our very human hearts? Are these limitations in thought self-induced limitations? Or are we allowing the very fabric of what we perceive to be true to tangle us up like an old clothesline in the gusty winds of change? 2025 will redefine who we think we are, and who we are. We will question the constant repeat patterns of limitation that play out in our lives, no matter how many Hail Marys or prayers we do to release and remove what keeps us less than. What always stops us from moving forward past a bad habit or a bad choice. It's almost like as soon as you are ready to break that bad habit / relationship / job, etc., a text goes out saying, "Hey universe, this person is trying hard to release old limiting programs." Instantly a quantum zoo of outcomes is set free. Instead of a trickle of trouble, it becomes a reckoned roadblock to keep you feeling like a failure. The Federation of Light, Spirit Energy. Good morning. Yesterday, I had lunch with a lovely friend who had an interesting tale to tell. She had been contacted by a voice, originally, which then went on to further telepathic communications. She was informed that it/she/he was the spirit of her physical body. On further questioning, it had been with her since before birth, even though there was no physical body then. She totally understands that she could just be going a little cuckoo, yet I know her to be a highly intelligent lady, and a very lightened, awake and aware, beautiful soul. Thoughts. Welcome, Blossom. Welcome, each one, once again. You in your world, we being us in no world. This is a wonderful topic to pursue. It is a matter of knowing where to start to keep it all in perspective. Yes, indeed, there is a separate individual from the self, spirit energy, that is the physical body. Well, slap me round the face with a wet fish and call me Tinkerbell. Who knew? We shall call this for explanatory purposes a spirit energy, for it is not as such a soul energy as one knows themselves to be. It is, as we say, separate from yourself and yet very much sharing the journey with you. I am amazed I have never come across this. You have now, Blossom, as with all things that are presented to one in the divine timing, to be accepted and acknowledged. So, what is its purpose? Is it like a guide? No, it is not a guide. It is an incremental source of energy, that is your physicality. In that the soul, as you have known, has to be within the body in order for it to function and be. The soul is attached to the body by an etheric silver cord. This cord enables you to remain within your body during sleep, and indeed, at all times. Once the cord is cut, the life leaves the body, and the physicality disintegrates. Does that mean, wait, let's call this physical spirit Fred, for ease of flow? Does that mean Fred disintegrates also? No, it returns to source. Whereas the physical flesh turns to dust. So, how can it profess to be the spirit of the physicality? It is its role. Its chosen role. Yet, let us make it clear, it is not in the same, would we say, category as the soul that knows itself to be human, when upon the earth plane. Fred is more on the vibrational level of the elementals. Okay, Fred isn't going to work for me, now. Fred the fairy. Nope. Could you give a name? Names are not really something we are necessarily in tune with to give out, Blossom. Many names, especially from other planets, galaxies, and indeed, elemental frequencies, are not pronounceable in your language. They are of a different sound vibration, and not able to be spoken. As you are saying that, my neck is stretching. And my throat feels odd, as if the voice box couldn't form the sound. Yes. That is what we mean. So back to an aim. It doesn't feel right to say it. How about flow, W? That will work well for us, also. What is the role that flow plays? She is the workings of your entire body. Cells, organs, tissues, muscles. Your body is her kingdom. She is there to do her best to make everything run smoothly. Then what of those who are sick? Where's flow then? Doing her best to make one healthy once again. The trouble is, already there are far too many questions whizzing around my head about this, as the concept is so new. Can you simplify this, as in a nutshell? Blossom, as with your friend some will, or already do know of this, and are happy to have direct communication with flow. Others never will. For they do not have it, as a necessary addition to their understanding. Everyone, each one can communicate with their physical friend, should they choose, and they will find a connection will be presented. Many struggle to connect with a guide, let alone chatting with an elemental vibration which is their physical body. Yet, we would say that much benefit could derive from such. Wouldn't it be the same though, as talking to our body, as many of us do, just knowing it is consciousness? Many talk personally to an organ, or cell, etc., and send it love, to get well. Yet, everything is consciousness, Blossom. Labels and names are for identification purposes. May we suggest that those who receive this message decide for themselves whether to discover a new friend and work together with the same goal in mind, or whether to carry on as they are. Those who give it a try will be pleasantly surprised, for the elemental that is on board with them, playing this role for them, will be delighted to be recognized and work side by side, hand in hand. Interesting. I apologize for moving on to something else now, yet I know my head is not in the correct space to dig deep today. Anything you want to discuss? Love. Now there's a surprise. You see, Blossom, as you know, this is why we come. For when each one truly knows love, nothing else needs to be discussed. Yet, for us down here, there are so many unknowns that our curiosity desires to know. This morning, for instance, I heard about the Giza Pyramid star, and the new discovery of what lies beneath it. I think we all know the pyramids were not built by humans, yet this takes it to a whole new level. Things like that, we would like to know the truth about. Blossom, as much as you could argue this point, everyone already knows everything. Which helps not if we cannot access that all-knowing. And with respect, please don't say we can, because we would all be at it if we could. It is a matter of vibration, Blossom. One cannot access this knowledge when not being in the vibration of it. Yet, that doesn't mean you do not know it, when you are not within the confines of a certain vibration which you are whilst upon your earth plane, and residing in its vibrational frequency. Yet, apparently, when we sleep, or meditate, we can access different vibrations, so why do we not get to know everything whilst in that space? You can, and yet, you are not able to bring that vibrational knowing back with you into your earthly presence, because the vibration of what you know when elsewhere is unable to filter back through with you. Yet, people have near-death experiences, and get to know everything, and they do bring that back with them. Because that information is of a vibration that is able to have that experience recalled. Blossom, if you were to know the answers within your physical, mental, and emotional situation as a human being, well, quite simply it is not possible at this stage, for it would blow your circuits. We say, at this stage, because this may not be the case necessarily in the future, when your circuitry has been almost completely rewired so that your brains and your entire workings are opened up to the full capacity that they are capable of using. Remember, dearest souls, you have been suppressed to a point of almost shut down, compared to the incredible human beings that you are in truth. The incredible beings of light that you are in truth. I wonder if you can comprehend how frustrating it can be for us. This not knowing stuff as the world gets madder and madder. Yet, I know you are going to say, Blossom, you wanted to be here. Correct, because you did. Each one of you, as you know, were made aware of your mission before you came. You agreed to it. You were delighted and honored to be chosen. You said yes. We would say your application form was accepted because you ticked all the boxes. One of the most important ones being, do you consider yourself to be the strongest of the strong? Others, such as, are you capable of rising above the darkness, no matter how grossly it is presented to you? Can you keep the knowing within you throughout it all that you are love, only love? And you will send that love out from your being at all times, no matter what you discover. We could go on and on. Yet, you get the point. You answered yes to all of these, and then an assessment was made, and you passed, and here you are doing the very best that you can, under the most darkest of circumstances. We knew you wouldn't/couldn't let the side down. We knew you have the strength to see this through. And you are. That is why you are here. This in itself is an enormous task. Concentrate on that and its importance. The answers to all the other mysteries are not as important as this mission you are on. It is imperative at this time that you focus on who you are, love. To know this truth with every fiber of your being. To know that you are assisted by light beings from all around. For this is no trivial transformation. Assistance is required by all. Dearest souls, march onward, swords of light to the sky. We have mentioned many times of the imagery of holding your swords to the skies and visualizing them being recharged with light. It is a very strengthening, powerful tool to use. Be prepared for what is to come by keeping yourself charged. Yes, as you and White Cloud have often said, we would never forget to recharge our phones, so why do we allow our own batteries to run solo? White Cloud knows what he is talking about. He does indeed. He does indeed. Well, I shall go back and read all this now, and see how it flows. In gratitude. In loving service. I am. The grandmothers. This is a breakthrough time. This is a breakthrough time, the grandmothers announced. Change will speed up even more now. And we are telling you this, they said, so you won't panic when you experience it. Expect it. Change is here, the big change, and what you will notice first is an acceleration. The old is beginning to fall away even faster now. Old ideas, ways of living, attitudes, belief sets, and institutions will crumble. They will peel off so quickly that it will feel shocking to you. But let it all go. They cried. Let it go. It must go, so that Earth and all life on her can live. Nothing of value will go, they assured me. The good will only morph into something that will lead to more life, to a better life. It may not look like that now, but we do not lie, they said, and we tell you that this peeling off must take place. Let it peel, let it fall to the ground. And then let it go. Old energy is seeking to have its way during this time of upheaval, and you will see some who are trying to control the winds of change. They're attempting to drag life back to the old patriarchal systems. They want to hang on to power, to control Earth and all life on her, so they're choosing to battle with change. But we repeat, the grandmothers said, the winds of change cannot be controlled. There is no going back to the old ways now. The movement is forward, only forward. We urge you to stay out of the storms that are raging. To keep it simple, they said. Do the things that feel good to you, speak the truth, and help take care of one another. Live our message and love, no matter what. Don't get caught in the roiling and raging of the storms, but do whatever good you can, and keep your focus on the net of light. You have a part to play at this time of upheaval, and your part is to hold light steady. Love all, and serve all. Be the lighthouse that you are, and do what a lighthouse does. Shine amidst the storm. Share your light and smile, sing, love, and let the world see you. For when you do this, you accomplish great good. You were born for this dark and stormy time. What is happening now is no accident. We are with you. We are holding you steady, holding light steady. Source: arrayofflight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light. Click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.